Every day, salmon swim upstream, and flowers are pollinated. Every day, rivers run. Songbirds sing, and bears roam. But what happens when the wild is threatened? Actually, before we go there, what happened in 1984?
1984? Wait, I think I read that book.
Oh yeah, me too.
Really bad hair.
That's true. But wasn't there that famous Apple Macintosh commercial with the... Wait a minute. That's not where we're going with this. In 1984, Congress created what would become one of the largest conservation grant makers in the country, the National Fish...
Actually, we're sort of the largest private conservation grant maker in the United States. You said one of.
Oh, right. Thanks. Since 1984, the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation, known as NFWF, has supported conservation efforts in all 50 states and U.S. territories. From the farms of Pennsylvania to the forests of California, NFWF has become one of our planet's most important actors. Their projects protect and restore our nation's fish, wildlife, plants, and habitats for generations to come. Take, for instance, the sprawling urban...
Hey, you're taking too long. We work in cities funding things like green roofs and rain gardens to reduce stormwater runoff. And we show the next generation of conservationists how to create habitat for urban wildlife. And you'll find us in rural communities, working with farmers to keep cows out of streams, reducing erosion and improving water quality in order to create better habitat for native fish. Hi.
We work with ranchers to modify fences to help pronghorn and mule deer complete their annual migrations. We use all the tools on the ranch to help wildlife, including drones.
When storms threaten our coasts and communities, we work to strengthen natural defenses. Like this, we planted all of this to protect those communities while benefiting vital habitat for fish and wildlife.
When fire consumes a forest, we work with the U.S. Forest Service to help restore watersheds, recover infrastructure, and improve forest health in these critical landscapes.
Wait a minute. You got government, nonprofit, corporations, and individuals to work together? Solving conservation challenges? How?
Everybody working in conservation knows NFWF brings all parties to the table. We're a neutral, science-based nonprofit. We put boots on the ground for conservation, and we get results.
We focus on developing public-private partnerships that advance the cause of conservation, one project at a time.
And these partnerships allow us to match public funding with private dollars to implement conservation at a landscape scale.
And we don't support advocacy or litigation. Now, did you tell them about the dogs yet?
The dogs? What dogs?
Like these dogs, using their amazing sense of smell to locate killer whale scat, helping scientists learn more about the health of these animals without having to disturb them.
Wait, scat? So the dogs are smelling it? Oh.
And we work with the U.S. Army to protect pollinators and support the communities that depend on them.
We love bees and butterflies! And bats! Don't forget the bats! And bats! Oh!
And don't forget about Alaska. NFWF partners with federal agencies and educators to spark and support interest in hands-on conservation among Alaska Native youth.
That is only 9 projects. 9! The National Fish and Wildlife Foundation has funded more than 18,000 other projects and generates more than $500 million in conservation impact each year. What does that mean? It means our songbirds will sing, our rivers will run, and the wild places we value most aren't going anywhere. So, again, what happened in 1984? Something awesome.